Hello everybody, the Quiet Atheist here. And right after the founder of the Westboro Baptist Church, Fred Phelps, passed away, there was some talk about how individuals wanted to go to his particular funeral and basically protest. But the Westboro Baptist Church wasn't going to have a funeral for the founder because they believed if you have a funeral, you were basically worshiping the dead, and according to them, that was a sin. So basically, the Westboro Baptist Church didn't really have a funeral for Fred Phelps, the founder. Now, there was some talk about how individuals wanted to go to their particular church and picket and protest there. And rightfully so, because I think that the Westboro Baptist Church should be exposed to some of the atrocities that they have committed over the years. I think that a protest would be necessary so that the Westboro Baptist Church can see what they have been doing when people were hurting and when people were needing each other for support in funerals, so on and so forth. And I think that this would give the Westboro Baptist Church a new perspective. However, I am not going to sit here and hold my breath because I would probably die before the Westboro Baptist Church would decide to take it upon themselves to do something kind, if you will. Anyways, there is this concert, if you will, and outside of the building, the Westboro Baptist Church during this particular concert was having a protest. They were picketing the concert, and there was a lot of people all over the place. However, there was this other particular group of people who took it upon themselves to organize a counter protest against the Westboro Baptist Church. However, they didn't have your regular protest signs. They did something a little bit different. It was one big, huge sign that said, "We are sorry for your loss," which was referring to the death of Fred Phelps, the founder. Now, I think that this particular event really stunned the Westboro Baptist Church. But there was an individual that was a member of the Westboro Baptist Church that really disregarded the sign altogether by saying that he didn't know what they meant by "I am sorry for your loss." They didn't really pay attention to that particular situation, but I think that that was a big blow to them. You see, when it comes to Christianity in its entirety, they don't understand what people are going through these days when it comes to discrimination, so on and so forth. I think that it would give them the opportunity to see what we are really going through by putting our shoes on, walking down the paths that we walk. I think that this would change them in a lot of ways because, in all actuality, they don't realize what gay and lesbians go through. They don't realize what atheists go through. And they don't realize what other people go through that come to a different conclusion about a God than they do. They just continue to discriminate and somehow feel validated by doing this. And this is a big mistake. And I think that Christianity in general should be exposed to equal opportunities so that they can see what we are going through on a daily basis when it comes to hatred and bigotry. I think they should be discriminated against in a lot of ways as well. So that way they know what it feels like. Christianity has this complex that says basically they cannot be messed with and that their word is law and that their book is law, so on and so forth. And they don't really care about how they treat people. And that's something that I have a big problem with. Just like the Westboro Baptist Church didn't care about others. They only cared about their particular religion and how they loved God so much. And in a lot of ways, they pushed the envelope just a little too far. Just like religion does in its entirety, just like Christianity does in its entirety. It tends to push the envelope a little too far, and it tends to cause a lot of conflict in society as we know it when it comes to religion. And that is why I think that all of these people in Christianity should be met with equal force so that way they can see what we go through on a daily basis. And hopefully it could make them realize that what they are doing is completely wrong and that they shouldn't be doing these types of things. But like I said before, I'm not really going to hold my breath because in all actuality, like I said before, this particular protest that the Westboro Baptist Church was holding outside of this concert was obviously full of hate, bigotry, so on and so forth. But this other group that decided to counter protest beat all of this hatred and bigotry with love and kindness and respect. And that's what it's all about. Um, Religion sinks to a level that I could never sink to, and that I think that people should never sink to as well. And that's something that I wanted to share with you guys, because Christianity obviously has no respect for human nature as we know it. And that's what I wanted to share. So please feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd really love to see your opinions on this particular issue. And please feel free to share this video with anyone that might be interested, whether it be on Facebook, Google+, Tumblr, Reddit, or wherever you guys hang out. So until next time, the Quiet Atheist is out. And remember, if you can't be good at it. And most of all, thank you for watching, and I will see you next video. And hopefully we can get Christianity and the people inside this particular religion to realize that this world does not evolve around them, that humanity is precious, and that they should take it a lot more seriously, instead of spewing their hatred and bigotry all over the place to destroy the very fabric of human nature.